Thailand has the second largest Buddhist population in the world after China, with 64 million Buddhists. With 95% of the Thai population following Buddhism, temples in Thailand are akin to the number of Dunkin' Donuts in New England, with over 40,000 temples, or Wats, in Thailand, and 400 temples in Bangkok alone, each with their own unique style and personality. It would be impossible to sum up Buddhism in a paragraph, but I'll attempt to give a quick Buddhist primer. The Buddhist religion originated in India when Siddhartha Guatama, a prince around the 5th century BC, saw suffering of people all around him and renounced his wealth. After spending time as a beggar, he remained unsatisfied and sought to live a life called the middle way, a lifestyle between the extreme of wealth and poverty. It is told that he sat under a tree in a state of meditation to achieve enlightenment. Buddhists do not believe in any kind of deity or God, but attempt to follow a path toward enlightenment. Buddha taught the Four Noble Truths that are the premise of the Buddhist religion. The first is that everyone is suffering. The second is that all suffering comes from human desire. The third is that it is possible to stop suffering and achieve enlightenment. And the fourth is the path to the cessation of suffering, or the middle way. It is also central to Buddhist belief that life is a series of deaths and rebirths, and that good deeds done in this life, or earning merit or karma, benefits one in the next life. Today we set out to explore the Grand Palace and some Buddhist temples in Bangkok. Before heading out for the day, we run through a quick checklist to make certain that we meet the temple dress code for visiting temples today. Before we enter the Grand Palace, we stop to fuel up at Thong Heng Lee, an unassuming restaurant on the corner next to the Grand Palace that was initially established in 1909, serving up solid Thai food, including stir-fried eggplant, one of our favorites, and stir-fried beef with basil with a fried egg over rice, and pad thai. In the spirit of trying as many different foods and drinks as possible, we order up a bright yellow chrysanthemum tea and roselle with jujube juice as well. The Grand Palace is a complex of buildings at the heart of Bangkok that was the official residence of the King of Siam since 1782, when the capital was moved from Thonburi on the western bank of the Chao Phraya River to Bangkok on the east side of the river. The king, his court, and his royal government were based on the grounds of the palace until 1925, when King Rama IX moved his residence to the Chitralada Royal Villa. The Grand Palace is still used today for royal ceremonies. The Temple of the Emerald Buddha, Wat Phra Kieu, is Thailand's most sacred temple, an important pilgrimage site for Thai Buddhists. The Emerald Buddha is 66 centimeters tall and carved from a single piece of semi-precious jasper or jade. The exact origin of the statue is unknown. However, it is believed to have resided in several Asian countries, including India, Laos, Cambodia, and several provinces in Thailand, including Chiang Rai. Reliable chronicles from historical records indicate the Emerald Buddha was kept in Chiang Rai from 1391 to 1436. According to the lore of the Emerald Buddha, it is said that lightning struck the shrine where it was hidden and exposed what was thought to be a plaster Buddha. The abbot of the temple noticed that the stucco on the nose had subsequently crumbled away, revealing the precious Emerald Buddha, which had been camouflaged to prevent from being stolen by previous invaders. In 1785, King Rama V moved the Emerald Buddha from its location across the river in Thonburi to its current location in the Grand Palace, where it has been ever since. 3 times a year, the Thai king changes his costume, made of gold and precious jewels, which is changed to coincide with the start of the summer, rainy, and cool seasons. The Temple of the Emerald Buddha is surrounded by 178 painted panels, which stretch over 2 kilometers and depict the Ramakien story, which is a classic story about the triumph of good over evil. We then walk a short distance to the south to visit Wat Po, commonly referred to as the Reclining Buddha. Wat Po is one of Bangkok's oldest temples and houses more than 1,000 Buddha images, more than any other Wat in Thailand. It was the main temple of King Rama I. Some of his ashes are enshrined there. There are 108 bronze bowls lining the corridor surrounding the Reclining Buddha image, which represent the 108 auspicious characters of Buddha. Visitors drop coins in these bowls as it is believed to bring good fortune. In the heat of the day, we welcome the breeze across the Chao Phraya River as we board the water taxi to hop across the river to yet another stunning temple, Wat Arun. Wat Arun Ratchawaran, commonly known as the Temple of Dawn because of the first morning light reflects off the surface of its prominent central tower, which is decorated with millions of small pieces of colorful Chinese porcelain. These pieces of porcelain were used as ballast on ships from China back in the day. We've enjoyed quite a variety of food from the street vendors and small local shops so far, and our pocketbook has been thankful as well. But tonight we decide to splurge on a nice restaurant dinner at sunset on the banks of the river to celebrate John's birthday. I initially located Steve's on Google Maps, and on reading further reviews, it appears that this is a hidden gem located within the walls of a temple, Wat Devaraj, on the far corner through a nondescript alleyway. As the heat of the day eased and the sun lowered in the sky, we meandered through Wat Devaraj, appreciating the craftsmanship and artistry. If I wasn't able to follow the blue dot indicating my GPS location on Google Maps, I'm not certain that we would have discovered Steve's. However, I faithfully followed our track down a narrow alleyway with narrow planks laid over drainage ditches. In a country where the average height of a man is just under 5 feet 5 inches and a woman's average height is 5 feet 2 inches, at 6'3", John often has to duck to avoid hitting his head on awnings, doorways, and the ceilings of markets, definitely eliciting amused looks from the local.
We are going to Steve's Cafe and Cuisine for John's birthday celebration.
Getting to Steve's, John put in some extra squat practice. If the measure of his height has any correlation to his depth of character, this patient man has a heart and soul that stretches on. I'm looking forward to celebrating another trip around the sun with him tonight.
Oh, we made it! Here we are at Steve's restaurant for John's birthday celebration on the river in Bangkok. Just read some wonderful comments from the chef about why he does not respond to customer comments. Quite entertaining.
Waiting time. Besides our restaurant is small and less of seats, we always cook in home style made. Cooking dish after dish, do not cook in large portion beforehand. The processes are very complex. For example, the case of soup, I strictly comment to our cooks that when put all ingredients already, they should wait until it boils. Don't stir. Waiting a little more time and then put them into the cup and serve. Taste is very important for all food. We inform this to them many times, but they don't pay attention, so don't worry about it. The entrance and temple cats.
This is one of my favorites.
These are at the end of my wit here. It is very cruel if I kill or drive out all cats just to please the customers. The same, the alley and entrance have been in the same condition for 100 years. I can't expel our neighbors for this case. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Something is to let on. We maintain our standard for 10 years. I think the time has guaranteed our quality. Don't waste your time to explain everything to everyone, my dear.
And that is good advice for life.
Yes.
Cheers. Lovely dinner at Steve's. We're taking the walk out.
So Katie and I just had dinner at Steve's. Yes, it is called Steve's. We're in Bangkok. The irony's not lost on us. It's in a courtyard with an insanely beautiful temple. It was a nice sunset dinner on the river with incredibly good food. I would say everything we ate was
Delectable.
yes, high restaurant.
Very different.
Very different, but very, very good. Just had a fabulous dinner at Steve's in the courtyard with this temple.
Wat Devaraj.
There's a couple temple dwellings here. And then we went down this little path and you're out on the water. Sunset, birthday dinner. Very, very good food.
We tried some different dishes. We had a glass noodle dish with stink bean and some type, it looked like a shallot, but it was actually sweet when you tasted it, slightly pickled. And we had a long leaf with scrambled eggs, which was really delicious. A green I've never had before. That was really unique and super flavorful. And we tried a type of curry.
That was super spicy, but super delicious.
And that was a spice, it was sort of like a Penang curry. Kapang curry? It was like Penang curry, so a reddish type curry with a thick sauce in it. Looks kind of brownish, so isn't the most appetizing to look at, but very flavorful. And made with beef.
And then we had a big Japanese beer. And then we ate all that yummy food, and we contemplated dessert and coffee. We said, I don't know, this place is pretty expensive. A little too much money. So I think we'll walk. And then we paid our $20 for dinner. And now we're going to go find some dessert.
Expensive for Thai standard. But yes, we need to walk it off before we have dessert. So we're going to wander the streets.